believe in you, Bozmo.
Sure. I know. I believe in me too.
You got your force die on that, right?
Yep. And I'm going to use a... No, I'm not going to.
I can't see any downside to using a light side point to coerce someone.
But can I, swollen from my success with the with his henchmen, can I get a boost die for my riding high on my confidence?
Yes, you can. Tempted to give you a setback die as well, though.
Well, that's up to you.
We said we try this. No. You know what? You're full of yourself right now. Go ahead.
Arrogance is his emotional weakness. That went pretty well.
That went really well.
Yeah.
Attempt to get him to come after me and, shake his confidence in his own power, because clearly here is a Jedi Master in the full blush of his, power, calling him out.
Clearly so. Now, do you want to use your advantage to actually move him closer?
Sure. I'll compel him towards me with the power of the Force.
And that's exactly what happens. Rav kind of rides himself against that pillar, turns, and he just starts stalking it towards Bozmo. A really weird grin on his face.
Good thing Bosmo's a tank build.
Yeah, he can take every hit imaginable.
He probably
Totally.
can. I mean, his lightsaber is made out of disruptor pistols. I just want to point that out now.
Yeah, you guys weren't aware of that, but
Disruptor
Yep.
saber.
I kept neglecting to get MacLeod to help me install that curved hilt.
There's
Okay.
never any downtime for it, is there?
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
MacLeod does know all
go
about
give the
cryptids.
baby a bath, so I'll be back by next round, I hope.
Hopefully.
going.
All right, we got another PC up.
Okay, so there's still the two insane people between us and the bad guy.
Indeed.
And it wouldn't be Jedi-like to just cut them down, right? No, wait, that's totally Jedi-like.
Well, are they menacing us?
Well, if they aren't, we
GM.
could just shove them into the fountain.
Well, I mean, everything's happening at once. They are under the control of Rav, however. So yeah, they're probably looking at you guys and brandishing spears.
Spears, Jesus.
Oh, good. That
That'll
means
make us-
we'll be able to gift those to the villagers.
How to make us feel extremely bad. Okay, so we'll fight these guys. They've got spears.
One
I
of them
have
is
a-
also holding up a village elder.
What?
That's a village elder shield. I know all about
What?
Yeah, this is some Dark Souls 3 shit right here. But yes,
So I mean, I could jump over them, but that would be like my action.
it would be really cool though, right?
It would be pretty sweet. But I mean, that doesn't take them out of the fight. They're still there. They're still a threat. I don't really have any like mind affecting stuff to try and make them stand down or anything.
this. Charm them. Hey there, prisoner. Why don't you totally just Chill out. Chillax, ladies.
Come hang out on my
That
ship with all the other sexy redheads.
might not work super great.
Or it might work the greatest.
It might. I have 2 green
never
for charm.
Huh. Well, you know, you could do it. I
mean,
believe in you.
that's plenty for overcoming years of mind control.
It worked for Bosmo.
Well, I mean, yeah, Bozmo did it.
Yeah, but Bosmo's charming somehow. In his earnestness, I guess. I guess if I leave this up to you, Rayle, you're just gonna murder them, aren't you?
I mean, you know, once you cut limbs off of something, it doesn't come back.
It's true.
Hmm.
It's very true.
Roll Cage thinks fondly of his quarters where the limbless wolf is floundering.
It's just trying to run on the corner with its stubby legs, but it can't get traction.
Actually, really dead, and it whispers things to him, and it's really
Oh,
unsettling.
man.
That's super fucked up.
Gee, thanks for that.
That's a great
Keep
idea,
saying he's the son of
Davis.
Sam.
I'm saying he murdered a wolf and keeps it in his room, and it whispers to him. I'm not saying he's the son of Sam, but I am
Now you're just saying he's
saying
Kylo Ren.
he's the son of Sam.
Fuck.
I mean, you could always go around.
Could. But I mean, that doesn't take them out of the fight. How far down is the water?
From up above, about 20 feet.
Okay.
6 meters.
So, like, knocking one of them off, probably dead.
Yeah, I mean, it depends where they land. If they hit the fountain, you probably. Some
seems
of
like
the
the water.
water is probably enough for them to survive. They're going to get hurt.
Right. That's not super great. Just trying to avoid having to just be like, well, it's lightsaber time.
You got a blaster
We're
pistol?
making an effort to keep these guys alive.
You got a blaster pistol, you can stun them. You're right up on them.
That's true.
And I mean, they'd still be alive if they lost a hand or two.
It's true. They would still be alive if they lost a hand.
That is true. Okay, I'm going to use my maneuver to... Oh, wait. Do I even need to use the maneuver for that anymore? What talents do I have? Oh, my God.
I feel
Let's
like
move on
Jared
to another
is-
PC.
I feel
Sorry.
like Jared is criminally unprepared for this decision.
I know. Suddenly, I'm the one that's unprepared instead of being Mike. Okay.
No.
Maneuver,
Oh.
draw, blaster pistol. Try to stun one of the goons.
All right. Well, they're at short range for you at this point, so there's going to be the one purple.
Blaster pistol. Makey shooty go good. Try him clicked off. I think I shot them pretty good.
It's a lot of successes.
Yeah. So that's like 9 stun.
Let me check. Which one were you shooting?
Either one. Didn't really matter.
Well, we'll say you shot the one on the left, closest to the fall. I mean, not really. There's a big railing. So definitely hits. However, not going down yet. Do have
Crap.
that one threat we have to take care of.
You could make me run out of ammo, I believe, with one threat.
It's actually despair.
Is that a spare for ammo?
Yeah, plus blasters have ammo. Anything
What?
will overheat and explode.
No, blasters have ammo. They have a clip in them.
Oh, they do?
Welcome to Star Wars.
Boo!
It's a heat clip like Mass Effect 2.
No, it's
Uh,
it's
I
full
love
of
it.
banana gas.
I love it.
The overheat mechanic was so much better.
I'm also open to any suggestions as to how we want to use that.
Can't figure it out. Just flick strain.
Slips and falls into the pool. No, that's also a despair.
Yeah, right. Take a little bit of strain.
His
One
finger
point.
gets caught in the trigger. Ow!
Oh man, does he somehow suffer the first case of blaster slide bite?
Oh no, not a point of strain.
I didn't even think there were moving parts on this thing. How did it get me?
Don't
You got a
treat-
fancy model that has like a fake hammer thing built into it and stuff.
Oh.
Just go and just because you've got like 85 strain potentially, don't belittle it.
I won't. I know. You can catch up to me in a moment.
It's an important mechanic. All right, let's move on.
Real.
Okay.
McGruff, I guess.
All right. Okay, so as it all starts to go down, Rail's thumbs are twitching, itching for the hilts of his either his lightsaber or his family sword, which is also like a lightsaber for some reason. He can just viscerally feel the burning need to cut off limbs, and yet when Lan, declines the lightsaber and pulls out his blaster, Rayle just exhales very, very slowly and pulls out his blaster instead and tries to pop off the person that Lan fired on. Maybe knock them out with another volley.
All right, so you're at you're a little few steps back. You're probably at a medium range.
So
You can attack with
I'll
the
aim
stun setting.
then.
Hmm?
I'll aim and attack. I'll
You have
use
to be
one.
medium-
I'll use
you have to
the.
be short range to use the stun.
Oh, so well then I could move up and then fire. I have enough for that, right?
I think if you're pulling your weapon out, that counts as one maneuver.
Yeah, drawing the weapon is a maneuver unless you have quick draw.
So you'd probably have to suffer some
definitely
strain
don't.
for the extra maneuver.
Yeah, you could
Yep.
you could just
Okay.
suffer some strain.
Yep. I'll do that. Rail, pulls his ACL as he steps forward. It's quite a wide lunge. He doesn't strain it quite. He just pulls it. It's
Yeah,
annoying.
he tweaks his hammy as he goes
Yeah.
up the stairs.
He had sprained his ankle earlier when
His mother had always told him not to skip steps, but he never listened.
You gotta warm up before you go and play sports, little Rail.
Oh, you stretch.
Bullshit.
All
Okay.
right, so you take your strain. I believe it's 2, and then from short, it's going to be 1 purple for you.
Ow.
Make sure you click out of it at the end.
Ow.
Damn it.
That'll happen.
Well, damn.
And then not much happens.
Someone enjoy a boost die.
Or you could heal some of your strain.
I guess, yeah, I could do that. Rail gets so angry at missing that he heals in spite. I don't know.
Maybe he just shakes his leg out, kind of starts
Yeah.
rubbing his groin as he approaches Lan from behind.
Come back.
How many can I heal for?
I think it's just 1, isn't it?
1 per advantage.
That sounds right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll reduce that straight.
All right,
that was
so
me.
yeah, so you advance. You're firing. Unfortunately, you do not connect. Maybe that prisoner just kind of starts weaving. And that's how that goes down, unfortunately. In the meantime, as those 2 prisoners are essentially blocking the two Jedi aspirants on the stairs, the other fellow finds himself in close range with a rather. I mean, he seems kind of amused in a deranged kind of fashion. Rav approaching with his lightsaber drawn and ready.
Yeah?
What was it? What was it you said just a moment ago, little one?
Don't judge me by my size.
Ah, yes. You must be strong with the Force.
Strong enough to face a master of evil like you.
Evil? Oh, you misjudge me.
Alright. A master of kind of meanness.
Man, what if this is just a huge misunderstanding and he's actually a really, really nice guy once we get to know him?
A guy who's got mind controlling like a cult probably isn't a good guy.
You don't know that. Maybe they wanted it to be controlled.
Maybe their lives
Going for the Loki explanation, huh?
Their lives were spinning out of control before they met this man.
Yeah, then they moved in with Rav's uncle and auntie in Bel Air.
Uh-huh. They whistled for a cab, etc.
I'm glad that we got that cleared up.
You did indeed. All right, so yeah, Rav just kind of he's going to attack.
Okay,
But
yeah.
he's not trying to kill Bozmo.
That's too bad. I mean, yeah, that's good.
All Bozmo really wants is to die.
Kill harder, boy.
Once again, Bozmo is denied the sweet release of death.
Jesus. Is that how he goes to bed at night?
He goes to bed, but this is the sound of Smash Mouth.
Well, that would drive anyone to suicide.
One day I'll be the all-star.
This is the sound of Smash Mouth.
It's such a good song.
All right,
sorry.
let me just make the dice happen. Let's
Well,
see,
if you're attacking, there are certain things
oh,
that you need to know about Bozmo.
all right, here we go.
Well, he's got one melee defense,
It's
so there's that.
mm-hmm.
And let's see. Okay, so that's only for when I'm attacking. Yeah, okay, that's all you need to know right now.
He's
love
sitting
it.
there with all his secret cards, grinning.
You fell into my trap card.
I don't have a trap card. That was it.
The
I
thought
forgot
that counts.
because I didn't get that curved lightsaber hilt.
Just double checking. All right, Rav doesn't have anything fancy with his lightsaber. God, I should have made him fancier. Doesn't matter. Here we go. Let me see. Engaged. It's beautiful. It's a great thing. Should be one setback for me and 2 purple die. That sounds right. And no one's voicing any dissent.
What?
I have no.
Yeah,
horse in
I'm
this
going
race.
for it. I'm going for it.
Alright, so he succeeded in his attack.
Yes, he does. So he, no doubt. In fact, does Bozmo get his lightsaber up? Are you gonna parry?
Well, yeah, I'm going to use parry. So I'll cut out 5 of that damage.
Good gravy. That's a big parry.
How much
Considering in
damage is
lightsaber
left?
concept, it basically replaces his soak. It's pretty
Yeah.
average.
I guess that's the advantage to being a terrible character.
Damn.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, I feel really
rude.
bad for you Force users.
Why?
Well, it seems like
Once we start getting more traction with stuff, we'll probably like you know.
You'll just start rubbing McGruff's face in it. Is that what you're trying to say?
Basically,
you
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that he knows he did bad.
So,
You don't train a dog with negative reinforcement. It's always positive.
so
Shut
I take 4 wounds, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the two, no doubt, go back and forth with their lightsaber, just burring and roaring around. And then Rav kind of darts in for a glancing blow across Bozmo's inner thigh.
It's not really glancing. It's a quarter of my,
Hey,
a third actually of my hit points.
well, who knows what it hit, but it it could be worse. And
Bozmo
as
parries and parries, but eventually it gets through his defense.
that's right. And then after scoring the hit, Rav kind of lightens up and kind of works one of his shoulders. Maybe he's not completely thawed yet.
It's a shoulder that Wyatt hit him at.
Trapezius is still locked up.
No doubt. All right, so that's it for Rav. We'll move on to another PC. We've only got one person left.
That's McGruff.
Groove.
It is McRuff, the crime dog.
I'm going to use a maneuver to pull out the blaster rifle I've been carrying for this occasion. How far away from Mr. Jedi Jerkface am I in terms of combat?
Let's see. Moved him into... I don't know, Steve. How far is he now?
Long.
He's at long.
Okay. Well then, guess I just hit the button here. Nope, that's not how it works.
Yeah, you got to put the 3 purples in.
Yeah,
I don't
where
even
do
know
I
what
put?
button you hit.
Where do I put that in? Modifiers? 3P?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it again with actual dice. Ow. McGruff starts kapowing at Rav because, hey, this whole side of the building, it's shoot side.
You shoot side.
Yeah, how did you guys plan that? That's I was here the whole time. How did you do that?
Yeah, a close-up hand magician never reveals secrets.
No passing notes without the GM being aware, please.
Oh, well, hold on.
What's up?
When attacking a target engaged with an ally, the attacker upgrades the difficulty of the check by 1.
Okay. Well, we'll just forget about that roll then, and
No, roll a red and then just substitute it.
that's. I feel like it's. Look,
Well, I guess it's GM's call.
it's GM's call, yes, for sure.
I mean, D. Davis really wants to roll it all again.
Look, I could fail. Let's try again. Look at that.
See?
Look at that. I got strain now for that. And that's important.
Sure. You sure
We're
do.
gonna have to put the cone of shame on him now.
Was that 2 strain or?
Yeah, 1 point for each.
Yeah, nice.
Unless you want to be like blown backwards from the sheer force of your.
Oh, will that
your
not
rifle,
be
but
prone?
I don't think you're a tiny. I don't think you're a tiny dog.
No, I'm a Clotunian sized dog.
You're like a whole sized man.
I'm a big boy. I'm a big good boy.
You're a human like.
Here comes the biggest good boy. It's McGruff.
That's right. So McGruff kind of leans against that banister there, fires off. He really only needs 1, and he scores the hit.
And
Right
suddenly
in
he
Rav's
has a
back.
cigar in his mouth for some reason. Like, how did he get that cigar? How did he get it?
I don't think we're ever going to know.
We never will.
Change, you
Is that why-
filthy animal.
And that's why he suffers the strain, because he's inhaling bad smoke.
Uh-huh. You shouldn't have that cigar. Who gave the dog a cigar, guys? Come on. I don't appreciate this. This is my dog.
Yeah,
You
next time it's just the chocolate cigarettes. Wait, no.
Damn.
You guys got to be more careful.
All right, so we'll move on to that. Rav kind of reels. He's just been shot. He very likely nearly stumbles right into Bozmo's lightsaber, but he does manage to avoid that fate. In the meantime, our partially stunned friend here and cohort are essentially both is going to move up into engage range with both of the aspirants on the staircase and kind of just go to town on them with their makeshift weapons. What?
What?
I don't know. I thought you said something.
No, I said okay.
Oh. All right then.
So what are we doing?
Okay.
What's happening?
The two prisoners on the stairs are moving in to whack Lan and Roll Cage with their spears.
No.
I'm a bit more worried about Bozmo at this point.
But they're going to have a really unpleasant experience.
Can I? Oh, I'm not worried about Bozmo anymore. So can I? Hold on here.
All right, I'm holding on.
I can parry this melee attack, correct?
If it hits, you do have the option to lower the damage.
Since I'm holding a gun right now, I'm going to say I parry it with a gun.
No, you cannot do that.
Nope.
Yeah, I think we
There is nothing in this attack.
Yes,
that says
there
I have to
is.
be holding a
Read the
lightsaber.
actual description of it.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I
you
feel,
do.
I feel like I would have written that down if it was important.
It's in the full description of the skill, unfortunately. We went into this last week
You
when I
have
tried to
use
parry
a
with a
melee
gun.
weapon.
You really should be able to parry with a gun. I'm writing FFG about that. That's bullshit.
You're
And you parry, and then when you parry a lightsaber with your gun,
I never believed it would happen to
and
me.
you lose most of your hand.
My
If
name
the gun
is
was
Mike.
made, if the gun was made of cortosis
yeah,
ore,
don't
Yeah,
even
we went
start.
over the gunblade thing too.
What? I hear a lot of angry
So
yelling.
presumably you would have like
Right.
one of your weapons in one of your melee weapons in one hand and the gun in the other.
Like some sort of Warhammer guy. And he wouldn't wear a helmet ever.
He's got
yes,
his
Pete
chainsaw
Davis,
in
let's
one
go in that
hand and
direction
his
now. I'm
bolter
okay with
pistol
that.
in the other.
No, what he's doing is one-handing a sniper rifle in the other because he's really strong.
All right, well, let's see if that
Well,
even
go
becomes a
ahead and do your
situation. The one that has been partially stunned is going to try to run Roll Cage through. I mean, it won't end up that way, but it's the thought that counts.
Well, don't stop believing.
I know. I live for the day that I can kill Mike.